I want to have an honest conversation here. And I'm not, again, when it comes down to people in the comment section, I really do appreciate you guys because y'all give me the gems needed to be able to have a conversation like this. And I just use my platform for the greater good because that's what I had to learn. I've grown into this place and I know people don't like me. I cannot change that, but there are people that do like me that come to my videos. And yeah, I really do appreciate you guys for coming in my videos, but we got to talk about this. You've seen the title and I'm going to explain it. The main reason why I want to have this conversation is because I do a lot of reviews on this channel. I talk about cheap gear. I talk about expensive gear. I talk about things that might not even be appealing to you, but some of you guys click on it anyways, just because it's interesting or you just like the format. There was a comment in my recent video where I just was tired of being bullied and whatnot. And this person has some good viewpoints, but it was like one thing I just didn't like. And it reads like this. To be honest, all of this is embarrassing and funny as hell. Grown men arguing and bitching online like little schoolgirls. Producers, what producers? I'm sorry, but I cannot take you serious as a producer, mixer. If you see KRK Rocket 5s in your setup, this tells me everything I need to know. Now, I don't have an initial issue with the comment in itself, but when it came down to it, it was talking about materialistic things. And I know, you know, on this channel, we talk about a lot of things. In the background, I have an MPC XL. I almost said 2000 XL, but an MPC XL, which is $2,900. You already know there are people that are talking about like, oh, well, people get stuff for free and all this other stuff. And yeah, you don't like me because of that. And I don't know. It's just like misplaced anger at this point. And I'm going to tell you this because I'm a firm believer in it. Owning expensive gear does not make you better than anyone else in this space. Just because you own it doesn't mean that you know how to use it properly. And I think a lot of people will be upset about that. And I'm cool with that because it needs to be heard. What I want you guys to understand is that you have to start somewhere, because when we're talking about KRK Rocket 5s or the KRK studio monitors, as if they're not good enough for you to create music, dude, I've done more with less. And I'm going to keep it real with you guys. There are many, many producers out here right now that had little to nothing when they started in this place. And I'm not talking about just YouTube. I'm talking about creating music in general. Like even if it's commercial, if you play at the church or you just like to play live, there's people out here that have Fender Squires, you know what I mean? And they can play their ass off versus someone that has a Fender custom shop and they don't know how to play very well. You know what I mean? Because if you're equating having lots of money, and this is a problem not only in the music production space, but everywhere. There are far too many people that are willing to lead with their wallets versus leading with their hearts, or just trying to teach you a skill set. And that's problematic. And I have to call it out myself because I think a lot of people believe that I'm the type of person that where I'm just going to shovel anything down your throat. And then I expect you to click on my affiliate links or whatever the case may be, or whatever, or just to hold my sponsorships or whatnot. Regardless of that, I think a lot of you guys know I worked extremely hard to get to where I'm at. 2,500 plus videos. I think I'm at 2,600 plus videos. I worked extremely hard. I've already talked about my credentials and who I produce for and all that stuff. I don't necessarily have this issue because of the way I come off in my content. For the most part, is genuine. But let's just say that person is right and they have every right to leave a comment. I'm not trying to dox this person or, you know, have people come at him crazy in the comment section or her, because I don't know what it is, him or her. It doesn't matter. I'm speaking to everybody. I don't care about your color or none of that crap. This is an honest conversation. But one thing I really want to focus on is this right here, because I'm going to show you something. Just a simple search. You can look. Let's just keep the KRK Rocket 5s as a talking point here. Skrillex has used KRK Rocket 5s. Martin Garrix has used KRK Rocket 5s. Armin, And then we go to hip hop. We have Charlie Puth. We have DJ Khaled. They have used it. Timbaland has used KRK Rocket 5s. Are we going to argue about his credentials? I know people feel some certain type of way about him using AI, but dog, that's not the point that I'm trying to make here. And even if you're not respecting what I got to say right now, I'll let Jazzy Fay explain it because I think he did a beautiful job of doing so.
Hey, how y'all feeling? Listen, the more you have, the less creative you are. It's just a fact of life. I didn't make the rules. The more you have, the less creative you are. And see, when people have so many resources, some people tend to pay for other people's creativity. And that takes from the essence of where the creator is meant to go. Because now it's being seen through another person's vision. But when God wants you to be creative, he'll strip you down to the point where you can only depend on him. And he'll isolate you. And the isolation is only to put you in your matrix for creativity and development. And so thus we got the term like, he ate that or she ate that. Or you see basketball players run down a court after a great play and they be like, oh, I'm eating. And all that means to me is they just want another victory. There's another victory. I'm not celebrating the victory right now. I am just headed towards it. I'm eating. I'm hungry for it. I want it. I want my next performance to be better than the last performance. I want my next post to be better than the last post. I want my next relationship to be better than my last relationship. I want it to be healing inside of my relationship. I want it to be victory. I want my other person to look always to the hills from whence cometh their help. I want them always to know that they are the head and not the tail. I want to know that they are winners and not losers. We eating, y'all. We eat. Listen, I have a lot. God has given me a lot. But I have to strip down sometimes. And that's where the matrix is. That's where it is. And when you see a resurgence, you know that all I'm doing is depending on God. Don't forget to depend on him. Because he's the only reason why we're here. You woke up this morning. Unball your fist. Open it up. Get your blessing.
My bad, gang. Yeah, that shook me up. And the main reason why that shook me up is because I think a lot of people don't understand that we start not having anything at all. And there's this emphatic weight of, oh, yeah, you're getting this, that, and the third, and all this other stuff. And all of it, and that means that you really are doing something. Granted. And a lot of this stuff that we do, if we're able to get the blessings that we want, if it's meant for us, it's meant for us. You know what I mean? I have this MPC XL over here. It's $2,900. You don't need it. And I think where people kind of get me messed up when I do reviews, I'm just doing reviews. That's simple as that. I know people don't like me because I get stuff, or they don't think I'm qualified to talk about certain things because they don't know my entire discography, because I don't sit here and have someone, and I should very well have a wiki done for me so that people can stop with the nonsense. But then again, it doesn't really matter, because someone's going to make an argument in a comment section somewhere or just in real life that I'm not qualified to talk about X amount of things. And that will be the same for you too as well. It's not avoidable, because you can hide behind a screen name or something like that and do that. People judge you off your character, bruh. And that's why you see me in different spaces with working with so many different people, dude. It ain't because, I got a whole bunch of stuff. Granted that, there are people out there that have a phenomenal setups, and they do phenomenal content too. But they're qualified to probably talk about X amount of things, or whatever the case may be. And it does not matter if you have a whole bunch of stuff. There's a reason why this right here was so popular. It still is popular, because you still can't get one. Because it's a $400 machine. It strips you down from all the other things that we know. It's not as good as FL Studio. It's not as good as the XL, the MPC Live 3 or whatever. But you can make a bop on it, dude. And I'm not just making this a Kai-centric, dude. You can have a KO whatever. You can have an SP404. You can have whatever it is that you choose to make music on. I've seen plenty of people with bad setups have the biggest of sounds, period. That's what it is. And then what really drives the point, if you're someone that's looking to get on, bruh, humble, listening. The dude I talked about the other day, still going on, still acting up, still wanting to talk about and go back and forth. And I don't do that. Once I address it, I address it. That's exactly how I operate over here. If you come in my comment section and you're outrageous with other people or even me, I either, if it's too disruptive, I block you. If I think that you're just trying to get a reaction, I block you. You know what I mean? Because I don't have to tolerate that. Neither do you. You have the exact same option to do the exact same thing that I have. You know what I mean? But the point is, just because you have the grandiose setup, don't mean that you're qualified, and vice versa too, because you can have a small setup, but people like people that they can identify with. You know what I mean? And if you know that, then you'll be more successful than someone that has it all. And sometimes it's just pure luck. A lot of the things that I've done in my life, pure luck, blessings from the Most High. And once everybody starts identifying that and starts realizing that, it become a better place. You know what I mean? Till then, I don't think you should involve yourself with people that have those kinds of straw arguments. You know what I mean? You're grasping for straws. How do y'all guys feel about it? Leave a comment below. Big shout out to Jazzy Fay. You already know what it is. We're going to do some really dope content. Shout out to my homie Georgia Muscle too as well. I got some content with that too. I hope y'all have a good day.